You're listening to the Precision Shooting Podcast, discussing all aspects of precision and long-range rifle shooting. This episode is brought to you by Impact Dynamics. And now, over to your host.
Well, hello and welcome to the Precision Shooting Podcast. This is episode number 166.
66, 56. No, I'm lost.
66.
All right.
Yeah, you run the show. Go on.
Whoa, my phone. Off to a good start.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. Yeah.
What are we doing tonight?
That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, well, I bought some random stuff.
Okay, good. Should we introduce Josh or not?
Oh, well, yeah. How you going?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. All right, back to it. How are you, Josh? You all right?
I'm good.
How many times have you been smacked in the face with a Nerf dart this week?
Way too many. That was just today as well.
It has been. It's been a busy week, and today we had to get the Nerf guns out to just chill out a little bit. I think.
Yeah. Yep.
So how's your week? But you've been flaunting about Queensland, Andy.
Yeah, I've been running around a bit of Brisbane, bit of Noosa.
Yeah.
A little bit of a holiday, a little bit of a friend's wedding. Saw some family and friends.
As in, they were a little bit of a friend, or you went to a little bit of their wedding.
Gee, you always catch me out on technical stuff. Good friend, good wedding. Spent some little bit of time at Noosa.
Okay, good. Thanks for the clarity.
It's just, yeah.
What was it like to travel again?
It was nice, yeah. I mean, we got to sit in the plane with masks and everything, but
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice to get out. Enjoyed some slightly warmer weather, and it was good to get out and about again. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm off to Sydney in a week and a bit, so it'd be my first to. Yeah, I know. I didn't say I'm coming back. just going. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's going to be. It will hopefully feel all right about traveling around again.
Yeah, we were able to
crossed.
come back with no issues, so
Yeah.
that's good. But I don't know.
No issues you didn't go with. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, you came back with plenty of issues, but you had them when you left.
Again, technicalities.
Yeah. Do you know why? It's because I've had coffee tonight.
Yeah.
I've had coffee just as I've still got some of it left.
Still got some.
And
There's been plenty of shenanigans pre-episode, isn't there?
I mean, there always is. But
There always is, yeah.
that's all right. Very
Tonight
good.
they were recorded instead.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Now you bought some. We got plenty. We got heaps to talk about tonight. Actually,
We do have a bit,
I know we're
yes.
we're piss farting around a fair bit, but you bought a bunch of stuff in. You bought a gun in.
Well, a few things, yeah.
Yep. We've got the golden yeets to mention and the categories and that sort of gear. We also have some really sad news, which we'll want to bring up in a moment. And I haven't done anything for the last week and a half because we've been running Black Friday stuff.
Yeah.
Josh has been full on getting stuff ready for that.
It's been very busy.
Yeah, smashing it out.
But anyway, that would all be over by the time this podcast has come out. So, hooray! Hope you guys enjoyed it. Great. But the sad news is about our friends at Ironside Coffee. They have decided to call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Maybe off to taste of coffee.
I don't believe that's the
No,
case.
that's not
But
the
you
case.
know, fair enough. That's so we from what they said both in their public post and email they sent through to us was about they just lost the joy for it and it became more of a chore than it was worth. Which I can like that takes a lot to make that decision to step away from something you've built.
Oh, definitely.
To then be like I don't actually enjoy doing this.
Yeah, I think they definitely got a big support, a big crowd, supporting them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a lot of people love their coffee and the products they put out. So yeah, we'll be sad because I definitely enjoy it.
We have it several times a day here at work.
Yeah.
So, we're going to have to, I don't know, take up something else. I guess we could get other coffee. I guess I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. Fair enough.
Cocaine, straight to cocaine.
Well, just change the colour of the powder. Really.
That's right. That's it.
Yeah. All right. No, we will. We've got we've got a fair bit of Ironside coffee left, so we shall utilise all the Ironside goodness.
That's it.
And I believe little plug for them. I think depending when this podcast goes out, it'll be December, but 17th of December, this should be out before then. They are having a sell-out, run-out sale to clear all the stuff. So jump on their website and go throw money at them and go support what they have done. And as they wrap it up, and no doubt, knowing just a touch about the family behind it, whatever they throw themselves at, they'll be successful. No doubt. They're amazing people. So
Definitely.
we're very sad to see that, and we wish them all the best in whatever future direction they go. And buy all the coffee.
That's it. Clean them out.
Josh is buying all the coffee right now, it looks like.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
I can
I'm just going to ignore this live stream.
Yep, fair
Same
enough.
as every week.
Yeah, we do it.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Ironside. Thank you for all the coffee. You bought some stuff in, mate.
I did.
What have you got there?
Well, I've been seeing a lot of advertisement lately, and I just advertisement.
You've been seeing
lady.
an advertising lady.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Things not working well. It's kind of
Are these issues that your missus is commenting in the comments?
yeah. Okay.
Maybe. Am I missing out on something here?
Okay. So the chat is alive and healthy then.
Well, I better check on this.
Okay, great.
So,
what a way to find out.
so there's been a lot of stuff like hanging around the internet lately, like advertisement on, bits and pieces.
Black Friday does
Black
that.
Friday.
Black Friday.
Everyone's on it, and it's, exciting time coming up to Christmas. And I thought, you know what? I'm worth it. So...
Okay. Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll have a chat after.
I've got to get some gold,
That's right.
Yeah.
Get into it. So you're worth it.
So,
What are you worth?
well, not much. I mean, 'cause, shout out to Low Vis Gear. This stuff is good stuff.
Oh,
and
Here we got some low vis gear kicking around.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Birchie?
I thought I'd grab a few little bits and pieces, stuff that, not is
Look at
necessary.
yours first.
It's not necessary.
I mean, it's essential.
It is.
Yeah.
And we all know that, the more stuff you buy and the more kitted out you are at the range, the
The
better.
more excuses you have.
The better,
'cause-
better shooter you are.
Or you have more gear to spread the load of embarrassment across.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this could be on your tripod.
Yep.
Well, that's what it's for.
And that's the reason you missed. Or hit, depending on the day.
That's it. Protective cover for your tripod.
What means
leg.
your tripod will last an extra week?
That's it.
I do actually like these. I do actually like that. Don't get me wrong. I think this is great because it gives you more mounting points on there for other kit and gear and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
These are little, for those who are listening along at home or wherever you might be listening.
Or even if you're watching and
you
listening from
can't
home.
work out
No,
what it-
you can't. Yep.
Yeah, that was a good shot. This little tripod is a little tripod wrap, so it goes around one of the legs of the tripod and has some molly
Yep.
on it, and it's some paracord or the bungee cord on it.
Maybe hold it up a little bit more so our viewers
well,
can see.
I'm painting a word picture here, Josh, which is what we do.
So I think they come in a kit of 3 because you got.
Oh, do they? You only
three legs.
Yeah,
Who knew?
Wow, See,
On a
aptly
tripod.
named. Yeah, okay. And they are about, I don't know, a foot long.
So that's a shorter one. I
No,
think it's
that's
about
shorter than that.
320 mil.
I'm always overestimating with inches. That's my problem.
No, it's Subway cutting you off. That's what it is.
Yes, Subway, definitely talking about that. Right.
That's the shorter one. I think that's about 320 mil.
Okay.
And then they've got a longer one, which is about 400.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other one, definitely. Not the one in front of me. And yeah, so like these are great because you can put pouches on them for like kestrels or other kit like that, and then be able to, I don't know, if you've got your bacon egg sandwich or something, you can strap it in on the side there and just keep it close by at hand when you need it.
I think it's
mid-stage.
going to be handy, because I'm always losing my pens and pencils. So I thought, just if I ever need one, I'll just stash a couple in there.
Stash a few in there, and then that way other people can grab them really easily.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. But
right, cool.
I mean, not only for that sort of stuff, but if you've gone out and bought a nice tripod and you want to protect it a little bit and camouflage it if you're into hunting, definitely worth it.
Yeah, sick. Is it only this colour? Do they just do the?
I think it is just
camo?
that one.
Okay, cool.
So I've thrown them on my tripod.
Yep.
And I'll give them a go. I'm hoping that I found when using my tripod as a rear support, the rear of the rifle is like aluminium, and the tripod is aluminium as well. And I just found it like a hard sort of like it would scratch and scrape, and it wasn't like it's sort of similar, I guess, to putting the rear of your rifle on a concrete bench and not.
Josh, can you order some of these? So I've just attached it to the mic stand,
Nice.
It works treat.
Sick.
That works great, actually. Perfect.
cool.
Now, have we got any pens we can put in here? Yeah, let's order 3 of those.
Right, done.
Brilliant.
Done.
All right, good. Black Friday that.
So, yeah, I was sort of hoping when using my tripod as a rear support, that would just feel a little bit
A
better.
little bit nicer grip. Yeah.
yeah.
I could see that 100%.
So either that or it will get hung up, like the rear of the rifle will get caught in it. But I'll let you know.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, let's find out. What else are you holding there, mate? Another goodies.
Well, this is another little bag from Low Vis Gear. So this is a dump pouch from Sword. I think it's Sword.
I'm just going to let a few of those potential comments just float away.
A dump
We'll move
pouch.
on. Yeah, we'll move on. We're above that. We don't need to go there.
Right, what's happening in the
When
comments?
did we switch podcasts?
Sorry to let you down, Josh.
So this one has Molly on the back, so you can connect it to your belt.
Yep.
Folds up and clips up, so it's small.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty well just opens up, and it's a universal pouch.
But you'd use that normally for brass, empty
Yes.
brass or something like that.
Yeah, so I found after a stage, and you're sort of like you're holding your rifle, you're holding your bag, and then you're either picking up your brass or
Yep.
someone else is handing.
Someone's
you.
picking up your brass, and rather than being like, "Hey, shove that down my pockets," you can like be like, "Hey, just dump it in there, man."
Yeah,
that's cool.
Throw it in the
Way
on
more
the
comfortable,
back of my belt.
heaps
and
less awkward.
That's it.
That's sensible.
Yeah,
Cool.
So I'll run that. It's lightweight.
Yep.
You can just empty it and then
Can
wrap
you
it
turn
back
that
in.
into a balaclava? Probably not quite. It's probably not quite big enough.
But
Okay.
you know, if you need like
Could be a puppet. Hello, Andy. Good.
it's a good mic cover, I guess.
Yeah, all these microphone accessories are working really well.
Thanks, Bertie.
Okay.
How's that go?
That's probably put you at the level that you should be on the podcast.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Okay. Let's give up.
So yeah, I've just been
Rad.
getting a few little bits and pieces that I thought, you know what, I've been putting up with, you know, brass in the pocket and all that sort of nonsense for a while.
Well,
and-
you're very much at that point in your shooting journey where you've got your solid kit, your solid gear all down packed. Now you're looking for those little,
Just
little nice to haves
That's
that are, we should say, definitely not essential,
no,
but are nice to have.
Yeah.
No,
definitely.
Look after the gear, like these little microphone stand covers or tripod covers as they're
That's it.
designed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. And you also have a gun. Was
Yes.
that from Low Vis Gear as well?
No, not
No,
quite.
okay.
But it blends in nicely. So this was
Can that be seen, Josh? I guess from that one.
From the white, it can, yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it there. It's all flagged out. And
Yep.
it's good.
so it's a handgun that I own. It was all like
I'm glad you own it. That's comforting to know.
someone owns
found
it. It
this
just
outside.
it turned up on the at the Monado meltdown, I was lucky enough to pick up a voucher from Ignition Custom
Oh, there you go. Yep, for a
So-
Cerakote job or just a general voucher.
for a Cerakote job.
There you go. Makes sense.
So so I had this 1911 kicking around at home, and it was sort of getting to that point where it definitely looked a bit worn. I bought it secondhand, and it was sort of needed a bit of a TLC. So I thought, hey, let's do it up a bit and show some love for Ignition Custom. And
Yeah, I saw it posted up the other day. I didn't know who it was. I couldn't remember who got the voucher, and then you walked
That's
in
me.
and I'm like, I recognise that gun from that post.
Yeah. So it's come up a treat. Looks really nice. Can't wait to shoot it.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Nice. And have you been shooting? We were only here a week ago. So you
That's right. Doing a bit of a
we'll be
catch-up.
slightly out of time with these podcasts, but you have been in Queensland, so you haven't been doing any shooting.
No, unfortunately didn't get to. I was hoping to have some time to get to some of the like 3GT, 3-gun tactical in
Oh, yes.
Queensland and
Yep.
get to Cleavers and stuff, but just ran out of time.
Yeah.
But I think if you're traveling somewhere and you've got the time, then it's nice to
definitely.
just pop into these shops and have a
Even
look
just to
around.
meet the crew that are there.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember I'll have to go again because I went into 3GT and chat with Adam there and but they've moved since.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
Right.
so I have to go again. It
Jeez.
seems I have to go again.
Fair enough.
I'm going to be in Queensland in April, but
Okay.
hopefully before. But
Yep.
anyway, I've got flights booked for April.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's right. I've got to fly straight out of Melbourne. Josh and I go to the Formula Ones next year.
Oh, very
Yes.
nice.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Sweet as.
Very unrelated to what we're talking about, but that's most of the things on this podcast. Golden Yeets are slightly related. So the Golden Yeets have been announced, and we're taking and getting votes for them. So the way to do that, we're a bit more organised than last time, is you can jump over to the Impact Dynamics website, which I'm doing right now, and we're going to go through a few of the categories and flesh them out as to what they actually mean, and Andy's going to go off somewhere else, apparently. So impactdynamics.com.au and find the golden Yeet button, my phone is being very slow right at the moment.
Probably because we're live streaming.
Probably because we're live streaming. It'd be heaps.
And I'm back. What did I miss?
Most of the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll even put it in the comments for those that are watching our video.
Oh yeah, I could see how that would work. Yeah, you could put the comments in, and then people could go to it and see it. And I definitely have either broken the website, highly possible, or
The fact that I was just on the website and just shared a link.
Okay.
For me, it's pretty good.
Oh, you're in the comments live, right. And you also put them in the show notes is the other word that I was looking for. There we go. 2021 PSP Awards, otherwise known as the Golden Yeet. So, the categories. A little bit more. Now, have you thought about these? I bet you have. You've spent your entire week in Queensland thinking about the categories and who you'd vote for. So
that's it.
Rifle Innovation of the Year. So we're looking for rifles, chassis, barrels, actions, triggers, calibers, anything that's directly related to the rifle. What was the best product of 2021? Have you got any ideas, suggestions, thoughts? Seen anything?
No. I mean, I
could see that.
I've come up with some products, but I reckon they've all been released.
Well,
earlier.
say them anyway, and then we can just shoot you down at some point, or someone in the comments can tell you how wrong you are.
Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, one that popped up for me, and it's probably just because I've seen a lot of them come out this year, is like voodoo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously, they've been around for a while.
They have been. Yeah.
But I've just this year I've seen heaps of them come out.
Well, I mean, the thing is that if we haven't got a lot of options, we're gonna have to expand the options. So throw them out there. The one that I'm going to throw forward, I think this might have won a category previously, or at least got nominated.
Yep.
So it's in the same sort of vein as you. The 6GT as a cartridge, you're right. That one opened really well. The 6GT as a cartridge, that has become semi.
Has it?
Official or registered or whatever the story is.
Yep.
So that having happened this year, maybe that's the innovation that that sort of has become a standardized thing. I don't know. Anyway, that's my sort of thought. I'll word that better on the actual awards. Optical innovations.
Yes.
What about optic side of things? Anything that has come out that you liked or thought of or been good?
Well, I've recently been seeing a lot of thermal stuff come out. So nothing in particular, but again, I think it's just one of those things that it's this year I've just seen, there's a whole lot of new thermal stuff coming out, new products, the monocular things.
Monocular? Yep.
Binoculars. But nothing specific. So, it's been, other than that, there's been some good rangefinders and bits and pieces, but nothing too crazy that I can put.
Nothing too crazy. Yeah.
I mean, there's always the thing I find is there's always new products coming out.
Yep.
But in terms of
the innovation,
a completely
side,
new concept.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be. Just, I
mean, I know Vortex brought out their lightweight hunting crossover tactical
the
sort
LHT.
of scope.
Well,
that's the one.
The 3 to 15 was out, the smaller ones, but the first focal plane version.
Yes.
Yeah, that's new. That's a good suggestion. Yeah. I'm going to, along that one, because I'm thinking of it now, the Venom came out from Vortex at that much cheaper rate.
Yep.
For a first focal plane. They've been super popular, so that's probably worth a mention. The new Burris I put on is the 3.3 to 18. I think they might have been announced, but they certainly weren't out and about.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
They've been cool. What else has been around? It has been a little lighter on for innovation, hasn't it?
You know what I mean.
We didn't get that the SHOT Show sort of staple at the beginning of the year, which dumps a whole stack of products, and maybe it's highly likely the products are out. We're just not aware of many of them.
Yep.
So we'll see. This is why we were asking you who are listening to jump on the website either while you're listening or just after or something on those lines, and go and start telling us what you think and what we got wrong and what we should change. The next one, accessory innovation of the year. I will throw into this one. I did have something, and while I think of that, you can talk about yours.
Mic wraps, mic stand wraps. I'm going to go with that.
tripod mic stand wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
What else? MDT, the SkyPod. I think it's the Gen 3.
That
massive extendo Lego.
Oh, there's a Gen 2 and then there's the triple leg, whatever that's called.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's pretty full on. Like,
yep. I think
that's massive.
The Gen 2 version of that SkyPod has certainly been. The SkyPod's one before, I reckon.
Yes,
but yeah,
possibly.
the Gen 2 is certainly out there.
Yep. What's another one that pops into mind?
I think the Rainbow 2-round holder from Short Action Precision, probably the best thing I've seen all year.
Very nice. Yeah. Of course you would.
I'm moving on.
Although you didn't like the picture I sent of you of the...
Oh, let's talk about that. All right, Coltac, has brought out that ammo wallet thing. It's not rainbow enough.
Not enough rainbow.
It's camo, and then the
stitching.
The stitching around the outside is rainbow thing, which is cool. But if you're going to go go Tiger, embrace it.
Yeah, it's got to be full rainbow.
Full rainbow.
Yeah.
Full rainbow.
You never go full rainbow.
I often do. The non-game changer award.
Me.
Again. Product that has promised the world and delivered an atlas. That's what it says on the website. Overhyped and not an atlas bipod, Andy. Like an actual atlas, like a map. It's promised the world, delivered a map.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's the joke.
Right, gotcha.
Josh laughed. The biggest flop product of 2021. Sort of like the biggest flop joke. Although a flop joke is a different type of joke.
I thought you were just talking about me.
Well. No, you're the biggest flog of 2021. It's close, but yeah. All right. PSP episode title of the year. Tell and Teller. Hot Dog Undies. Is that this year? Zero Hero. Stay tuned for the tuner. Still tuned for that.
Yep.
I look completely different. Chili Gin. Beer in 3 seconds. 1100 Nerf darts. I bought a drum kit. Podcasting couch. Flexing. I'm here to perform. A goat named Lucky. Crank that handle. Stay redacted. Watching this in audio version. And rear heavy. And whatever tonight gets called. Anyway, I'm sure you can. What's your favourite, Josh? What's your contender for that one?
There's a few good ones.
There's a few good ones in there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I like Here to Perform.
I do like that actually.
Yeah,
Josh wanders around saying that quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's many various versions of that come out.
We want to see the channel podcast page of the year. Your favourite channel page podcast, something social media of 2021. Funny shooting meme of the year, of course, and then something positive about COVID, something that's from COVID has led to you, I don't know, meeting your advertising lady and hanging out with her or whatever it might be. So that's what we want to do. That's what we want to find out. And the episode for that will be recorded probably about mid-December. We'll be live. We might have a guest or two. And
should be cool.
Should we have an audience?
Why?
Or is that just
why not?
Asking for trouble?
Bring on the trouble.
We've got the room here to have 10, 15 people come down.
And they can just yell out.
Actually, let's rethink this. Do we have 10 or 15 people who would actually listen to the show?
Ooh.
Yeah. With and narrowing it down even further, how many of those people would live in Adelaide? Or be willing to get here for an episode?
I think there's a few people who might turn up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a couple of people
on the phone to Mum.
Yeah. Hey, Mum.
You'll finally let us know what she thinks of the warehouse.
Great. Well, we will touch base next week.
Yes.
Next episode, we will have a date for the actual thing, and apparently we're going to open it up and we'll get some people along because we've never done that. We've
That'll
never
be
had
good.
the ability to have people. We've done it once. We've done a couple of shows at the Havelock years ago. We did the final show with Andrew and Greg at the Havelock, which was a blast. Actually, that was really good fun. So maybe we'll look for that again. Josh is now sitting here going, "Oh no, I was already stressed about the amount of cameras I needed. Now I've got to control the room audio."
That's right. We can just buy more cameras.
Now I'm the stressed one.
Seems legit.
All right.
I guess I'll turn up.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Hey, so moving on from that, which is always good fun, we need to talk about writing matches because for the first time in a long time, I have a match to write.
Wow.
It's been A couple of years.
Been a while.
It's been a while. I've got to write the finale for the Monado Club for in week and a half.
Yep.
And I got a call the other day because normally our club matches are 6 stages.
Yes.
And they run for the afternoon and away you go. And I was like, oh well, I work Saturdays. I'm not going to get there till like an hour into it, so I'll write my 6 stages and send them up to someone. I'm sure I can find someone to run the match. I get a call from Plushy. That's flexing Plushy, and he's like, oh look, we've decided we're going to run the match, or we would like to run the match all day, like do a 11 and 10 o'clock start or something on those lines. Is that all right? I'm like, well, funny you should call me because I can't be there anyway, and now I definitely can't be there because I'll be at work in the morning. So I'll write the match for you, and you could divvy it up between some guys to run. He's like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, all right. So now I actually have to. I was trying to get out of the match, but here we are. I've got to write the match. So I've got to rekindle my my knowledge about writing stages and stuff. You did this not long ago. I know we talked about it fairly extent, so I probably should just go back and listen to those episodes, but I'm not going to. So you're right here.
Don't listen to that.
Just as a general rule in life.
Yeah.
What should I take into account?
Don't leave it to last minute. Come on.
Well, the match is tomorrow, so
okay. No. It's going to be a late night.
Not quite. What have you found? I mean, I have written plenty of stages and matches, and it's not super concerning for me. But I do also know that things progress and have progressed, although a bit slower. The matches we rode in 2017 were quite different matches to the ones that we rode in 2018, which were very different to the matches we rode in 2019.
Yep.
And that level of refinement and progression, especially when you've been doing it all the time, has hit a slump in 2020, I think, for me. I actually was not planning to ride any of the matches for 2020 of the PRS side of things. And I was trying to learn from other people and bring their ideas. But anyway, I'm riding a match this year.
We're here. Yep.
So I feel very much out of practice, is I guess what I'm saying.
Yep.
And you've written matches very recently. I'd love to some of the key topics or key things that you're seeing people really enjoy and not enjoy, and what areas of, particularly our club well, the guys there, what areas of, not without trying to pick on someone, which I've done in a match previously on thanks Plushy, but without being able to challenge everyone at the club in a way that they would appreciate.
Yeah, well, for myself, I tried to find...
Making it all about you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
well...
it's fair enough.
Well, just,
So if you can just write a stage like this, that'd be great. Yeah. Appreciate it. No. Whatever stage you tell me to write, I'm going to either write the opposite or nothing near it.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I guess when I tried to design the match, I guess mine was for a rimfire match, and there were quite a lot of newbies.
Yes, yeah.
So I sort of tried to cater for everyone. So I definitely made every stage had a few easy points.
Yep.
None of the stages were really, really tight on time. They were they're all quite achievable.
Yep.
And then I tried to have the stages as there are a few easy points, but then also quite harder ones. So then try and separate that top end.
Yep.
And then the other thing I wanted to do was not just have a match that was purely, on your stomach shooting or purely unsupported. Actually, I didn't have any unsupported sort of stuff.
Okay.
So keep it like that.
All unsupported.
Yeah.
Because I won't even be there.
We'll fly down Butters.
Please don't.
No. So
why are you laughing, Josh?
Yeah.
I know Butters.
So I think I just tried to have a good spread of everything. There was some with a lot of movement, some with not much, some with stage complexity.
It really is that balance of just broad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I didn't want to cater to, some people who spend all their time on their belly, or some people who spend all their time run and gun.
Yep.
And then some people who might have that sophistication of switching targets, switching distances, like complex stages. And and then that would really, for the newbies, really,
Yep.
they'd just be baffled.
Absolutely. With that, so you were at a particular stage I'm thinking of, and I'm sure Josh will work out which one it is, but it was the different positions with different targets, nothing in order, with different sort of rules for each barricade or prop you were utilising. Did you get any feedback on that stage that it was too complex or too much?
Yeah, it sucked.
Apart from Josh, from actual shooters.
From actual shooters.
No arguments.
I didn't get complex. I didn't get feedback saying it was too complex. I got feedback saying it was challenging, like it was a good challenge.
As in good challenging? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to know that sort of thing, because that was a very complex. There was lots going on in that stage.
Yes.
You had to really slow it down and take it step by step and break it down to sort of almost component form.
Yeah.
And if you did that, whether or not you hit the targets or got all your shots off, at least every shot you took was counted in terms of if it hit, you would count because it wasn't out of order, out of sync, off the wrong prop, et cetera, et cetera. And so was able to, and that certainly I did that. But the reason I ask is I really like those sort of stages. I like that sort of mental processing and it rewards those who plan.
Yep.
And given that this is a finale, we can probably just wind that degree of difficulty up
That's it.
a little bit.
Yeah. I agree. I think being a club finale, people are there to perform. And I think the majority of us would.
I see what you did there. Perform. Yeah. Good.
I think the majority of us would try to perform to a higher level and would appreciate those slightly more challenging.
I think so.
The ones you got to think about.
So go back. Actually, I wrote the finale last year, didn't I?
I reckon you did.
Yeah. This
is. Was that the one that I had to run off to a wedding again?
I mean, that's most of the matches, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the one where I picked on Plushie because that's right, because he couldn't lose. Because as far as I'm aware, but he couldn't lose, and so he picked on him, and he still did pretty well.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm aware, this year is tighter. There's more. There's several people who are in the mix to be able to win, depending on how the finale goes. And I think, is the finale weighted higher?
Double points.
Double.
I think it's double.
That's really ruined these guys' day. Okay, so the finale is weighted significantly more.
Yes. Yep.
And so there's not one guy who's won it already, and we're just doing the motions and trying to work out who's first loser.
Yeah.
We are able to. We've got a selection of crew. There's probably, like, if you run the maths on, I guess there could be 4 or 5 that could potentially with double points on offer.
Yeah, even maybe a touch more.
Which is
because
exciting.
The double points could really, if someone has a bad day, if Plushie has a bad day.
He's going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
I'll be ringing him at
I'm probably
2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Just right on this stage, man. What do you think about this?
I'm just going to call up his work and be like, "Hey, I'm pretty sure there's a breakdown on site. You need Plushie out there."
It's the only guy.
Yeah.
It's the only guy who can fix it. So I think that, like that creates a really interesting dynamic.
Yep.
And so I know you talked about like having some easy shots for the new guys and then a couple of more complicated shots to split the pack. I think we need more.
Yeah, that's it.
Like a little bit more of a shift in that sort of focus. So because to split you and Guy and Plushie and this larger selection of crew
Ash
at the top,
will be there too.
Ash as well. Yep. We're gonna, and then there's many other names in that mix that I haven't got in front of me.
You know who you are.
You guys know who you are. Josh, not you. And you guys, like, we need to be able to give more opportunities both to score points and to make up points.
Yep.
Because if you had a bad stage, you want some stages where if you work really hard, you'll make a couple extra points than the average option.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be an interesting dynamic that, should play well. So we'll see what happens. And then, of course, on the day, the wins will be up 4 times what I was expecting, and everyone will miss, and it'll be a terrible match.
Yeah, well, even
okay, don't refute it at all.
That could happen.
Fair enough.
I mean,
fact,
it has happened.
Yes,
and like you get those matches. Then the match director might think, like a top shooter might get 85 to 90% of these hits.
Yep.
The wind picks up and it's a shit day, and they drop down to like 50% impacts.
Yeah,
but everyone's still in the same condition.
It is.
So it's,
but you certainly you're going to have new shooters, even though it's a finale. You're going to have new shooters at club level for sure, because you don't have to qualify for it.
No.
And then also, you're also going to have. I've forgotten where I was going. You're going to have new, but if everyone walks away and the highest person got 50, the early matches back in the PRI days, people were winning the match with 55% of available targets.
Yep.
And a lot of people kind of like.
So a little bit of morale.
There's a lot
downer.
of morale downer, and so you want guys to enjoy the match, and I think there's an element, not exclusively, but there's an element of hitting targets is rewarding, and you enjoy more.
Yeah,
you enjoy.
Everyone loves it when it goes ding.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I think that's good. I mean, we've certainly seen that, like that qualification factor for like a PRS finale. We've certainly seen it where we've had qualification for the PRS to finale to ensure that the match can be harder because the people who are present have to have sort of like
they've sort of proven
a limited, like a bottom floor on it in terms of skill levels, so you can wind it up and I certainly have learnt that from doing matches previously there. So I think we'll have an element of that, maybe not to the same extent.
But for sure.
Certainly try and keep the guys challenged. And lots of props, not a lot of props. What's the flavour at the moment?
Well,
or is it really balance? Or would you say guys skew a bit more to props?
I think barricades. Yeah, in terms of barricades.
Yeah, in terms of some sort of I'm not talking about like having a fake tree in the background and like a sun that comes up behind them.
Well,
like stage props. No.
Stage props, whatever.
Okay. Or should we just abandon the whole and it'll be a magic competition?
Magic competition. Now we're talking.
I mean, that's good. Like trigger control, like fingers, like sleight of hand. Like you've got to be good. Like we assume that if you're good at sleight of hand, you're a good shooter because you can hold the trigger really well.
Was that an unintentional discharge? No. Oh dear.
Wow. This went south real quick.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's bring it back to the magic show.
Hey.
Well, that's the episode name sorted out.
And cut.
So
I think
sorry, back to you and all your prop discharges.
I think a good balance of props is definitely needed. Like, because we're sort of in this sport for that sort of complexity, shooting off of stuff, pushing ourselves. If there was like 3 or 4 stages that were just all prone, not much movement, it'd sort of get a bit going prone again. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like we do that when we zero or do low data. So we do plenty of prone shooting.
Yeah.
So I like shooting off things or obstacles and working through tight spots. And then, like you said, having the options so people can either go this way or like plan A or plan B or plan C.
Sure. Yeah.
Use this prop on this, or like we've seen multiple stages where it's, you might have an array of barricades and you've got certain accessories you can use, but you're limited on where you use them.
Yep.
Well, that takes planning, and that's where someone can sort of pick up points. So yeah, I like that. Okay. And I think, as do you, like you got options and you have to plan and you have to think about it, which is good. And yeah, as much as I sucked at it the other weekend, the stages where you've got a bit of complexity between hit to move and shoot to move.
Yes.
Different distances. Yep. That adds another level of confusion, I guess, in the brain, and in your limbs, I guess. So
I mean, I always solve all complexity with my limbs.
That's it. I am the Queen of France.
Well, that one's going to be up on TikTok, Andy.
Yeah, that was on a YouTube thing I saw once. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, watch TikTok for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give it
Hello,
10
Charlie. I'm from Candy Mountain.
Right.
All right.
Well, on that note, these
beers are pretty nice.
I have a match to write. You've got a beer to finish, and Josh has to make some TikToks.
Yes. All the TikToks.
We'll get into it. See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Precision Shooting Podcast. To continue the discussion, check out our Facebook page. And for more information, head to our website, www.precisionshootingpodcast.com.au. This episode was brought to you by Impact Dynamics.